Namaste and welcome to Minderly Yoga. My name is Ryan. In this yoga flow practice, we will move, we will breathe, and we will build heat from the ground up. This yoga flow is designed to leave you feeling open, strong, and refreshed. So let's get started. We will start in a child's pose today. Come into all fours, bringing your knees below your hips and your wrists below your shoulders. From here, we're going to bring our big toes to kiss each other behind us and separate the knees, perhaps as wide as the mat. Sink your hips towards your heels. Gently walk your hands forward slightly and lower the forehead towards the ground. Spending a few breaths here to arrive in the present moment, mentally and physically. Gently lift your head, walk the hands to the right side. Maybe place the left palm on top of the right and then lower the forehead all the way down to the earth. Mindfully tucking the chin into the right armpit. And then slowly walking your hands to the other side of the room. Maybe the right palm sits on top of the left. An option to tuck your chin into your left armpit. Slowly come back to center and then make your way into all fours, onto your hands and your knees. From here, few rounds of cat-cow. On the inhale, lower the belly towards the ground. On the exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, shine your heart open, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale to lift the tailbone. Exhale, allow the tailbone to descend towards the earth. As we go through these cat-cows, if it feels good, close your eyes. If it feels good, notice the tilting of the pelvis. Now beginning to take your right leg and extend it towards the back. From here, we're going to take the right leg and then take it across the body behind us to the left side. Place the right toes onto the ground and look over your left shoulder towards the right heel. One more breath here. Let's extend the right leg again. Inhale to fill up. Exhale, round the upper back. Bring the knee towards your nose. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Inhale to extend again. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Extend the leg now and then lower the right foot to the back of the mat so it arrives on the earth. Take your left foot outside and tuck the toes. Turn the right toes, spin around so that the right toes are facing the right side of the space. Right hand reaches towards the sky into a supported side plank. If you wish to make it a little bit stronger today, you can take your right hand towards the front, hover the right bicep above the right ear, maybe lift the right leg off the mat as well. One more breath here. And then let's come back into all fours. Let's repeat the same thing on the other side. Pick up the left leg and then take it across over to the right side. Place the toes onto the mat, to the ground outside the mat, and over your right shoulder, look towards your left heel. One more breath here. Now lift up the leg and extend the left leg towards the back of the room. Inhale to fill up. Exhale, bring the knee towards your nose. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee towards your nose. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Extend the left leg. Place the left foot to the back of the mat. Take your right foot outside. Left toes point to the left side. Left hand reaches towards the ceiling. Supported side plank. Again, you're welcome to stay here, or you can take your left hand towards the front. Maybe hover the left leg as well. Hold here for another breath. And now mindfully come back to all fours. Invitation to prepare for puppy pose. We're going to keep the hips and the knees stationary. So the hips continue to stay above the knees and pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Walking your hands forward and then lowering the elbows and the forehead onto the mat. Allow the heart to melt towards the earth. Notice the breath. And now slide forward to Sphinx pose. So rolling forward simply, stacking the shoulders above the elbows, letting the pubic bones sink into the mat. Untuck your toes, lift the heart away from the earth, draw the shoulders away from the ears. 2 more breaths here. Tuck your toes, look at the space between your thumbs. We're going to go into a forearm plank. So for the forearm plank, if it's too intense for you, you can leave the knees on the mat and lift the hips away from the earth. Otherwise, lifting the knees as well and looking at the space between your thumbs. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower the knees to the mat. Untuck the toes. Back to Sphinx. Press firmly into the palms and then lift the belly away from the earth into seal pose. Look straight ahead, or if you like to stretch your throat, look towards the ceiling. 1 more breath here. Slowly lower down onto the mat. Forearms arrive on the mat. Slide your hands next to your upper ribs. Place your forehead on the mat and meet me in all fours. Come onto your hands and your knees. From here, we spread the fingers wide. Press all finger knuckles into the mat. Tuck your toes and then lift the hips towards the sky into downward facing dog. Gently push your chest towards your thighs or your belly towards your thighs and bring a slight bend into your knees if the heels don't reach the floor. Slowly walk your feet to your hands. Come into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, hands on the shins, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise as the hands go towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as you fold all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift and exhale to fold. Step the right foot to the back of the mat, followed by the left foot into a high plank. Draw the ribs and the lower belly in, heels pressed towards the back of the room, glutes engaged. Now slowly lower the knees to the mat, untuck the toes. With control, come all the way down. Make sure the chest arrives on the mat before the pubic bone. Inhale to a cobra as you lift your heart off the mat. Exhale, tuck your toes. Meet me in downward facing. Unclench the jaw, soften the muscles in the face. Now mindfully walking your feet to your hands again into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise as the hands go towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Left foot to the back of the mat, followed by the right foot. High plank. Now we're going to go into low plank with or without the knees onto the mat. Chaturanga, cobra or upward facing dog. Your choice of back bend. We will meet in downward facing dog. Easy, steady breath. On the next inhale, extend the right leg towards the sky. On the exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Let's lower the back knee down and untuck the toes. Now we are straightening the front leg into half monkey stretch. Bring your left hip above the left knee and the right toes lift off the mat. If the hands don't reach the floor, not to worry. Just sweep the hands towards the back of the room. that might help you as well. What we want to do is flex the toes towards the heart so we can feel the stretch in the hamstring and the calf muscle here. One more breath here. Return the right foot to the mat, tuck the toes on the back leg, lift the back knee. We're in a runner's lunge now. Come to rise into high lunge. Hands go towards the sky. Keeping the right knee above the right ankle. Lifting and reaching with the hands towards the ceiling. And drawing the ribs and the lower belly in. One more breath here. Now straighten the front knee and lower the back foot down at a 45-degree angle. Transition to triangle. Place your right hand in front of the right shin. Left hand goes towards the sky. Sometimes what also helps is taking the right hand and holding on to the right shin. So that way you can power through. You can push that hand in. So the left side of the chest automatically lifts up. If it feels okay for the neck, look to your left thumb. One more breath here. Slowly coming back into runner's lunge. As you pivot onto the ball of the back foot, let's step the left foot forward to meet the right foot. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise as the hands go towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Now bring your feet together, allow the big toes to touch and create a slight separation between your heels. So heels are slightly apart. Zip your knees together and meet me in chair pose. Sometimes knees together doesn't work for some types of hips or body types. So you can separate the feet to hip width distance if this is impinging your hip in any way. Push the hips towards the back of the room. Allow the tailbone to descend towards the earth. And you might be able to go a bit lower into your chair today to challenge yourself. It's not essential though. One more breath. Hands to heart center, forward fold. Take your right foot, step it to the back of the mat. Lower the back knee down and untuck the toes. Let's straighten the front leg. Bring the right hip above the right knee and flex the toes towards your face. And a reminder, if the hands don't reach the ground, you can sweep the hands towards the back of the room. So sometimes poses are not available to us, so we have to modify to get into the shape. One more breath here. Let's return the left foot to the mat, tuck the toes on the back leg, lift the back knee. Look straight ahead and then gracefully rise into high lunge as the hands go towards the ceiling. Lifting and reaching, pull the left hip back, push the right hip forward, draw the ribs and the lower belly in. One more breath here. Let's straighten the front knee and then lower the back foot at a 45-degree or 90-degree angle. Go into triangle, Trikonasana. Left hand in front of the left shin or holding on to the left shin. And the right hand reaching towards the sky. Think of pressing the right hip towards the back of the room and opening the right shoulder blade slightly. Pushing it towards the left shoulder blade and then lifting and reaching right side of the chest towards the ceiling. One more breath here. Let's meet all together in a runner's lunge as you pivot on the ball of the back foot and then step the left foot back to meet the right foot. Let's proceed through our flow here. High to low plank, cobra or upward facing dog. It's up to you. We will meet in downward facing dog. Preparing for pigeon pose. Inhale, right leg to the sky. On the exhale, place the right knee behind the right wrist. Extend the left leg long, untuck the toes. You can stay upright or you can lower down onto your elbows. And bringing a sense of ease and steadiness to your breath. Slowly coming back to center. Tuck the toes on the back leg, lift the back knee. Pull the right knee into the chest. Kick the right leg all the way towards the sky. Inhale. On the exhale, return the right foot down. Poor plant is getting kicked by me today a lot. On the inhale, left leg to the sky. On the exhale, left knee behind the left wrist. Untuck the toes. Stay upright, or you can fold forward. It's up to you. And again, just noticing everything, noticing how the body feels compared to the beginning of the practice. Slowly coming back to center and sweeping the weight onto the left hip as the legs extend towards the front. Preparing for heron pose or crouchasana. Bend your left knee. With your hands, drag the left heel towards the left knee. Wrap your hands around the left foot or somewhere holding on to the edges of the foot. Extend your leg long. The knee can be bent. It doesn't have to be straight. Please remember that. So don't force to try and straighten the knee here. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and look towards your toes. 2 more breaths here. Let's rebend the knee. Let go of the foot. Slide the left leg long. Now bring the right heel towards the right glute. Wrap your hands around your right foot and then begin to extend the leg. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and gaze towards your toes. Reminder, the knee can be bent. It doesn't have to be straight. Return the heel to the mat and let go of the foot. Lengthen the leg. Forward fold. Inhale to lift and reach with your hands towards the sky. Exhale, navel to spine, seeking your foot. If the hands don't get to the feet, it's okay. Place them on the shin or ankles. Maybe even bend your knees. So modify it as you see fit. Beginning to straighten the spine and make your way into a comfortable seat. Place your hands down onto your knees and close your eyes. Draw your shoulders away from the ears. And for the next few moments, focusing on our breath. We will inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. So take a preparatory inhale and exhale. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 3, 2, 1. Out, 3, 2, 1. In, 3, 2, 1. Out, 3, 2, 1. Continue like this. Where you inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. Remember, slower is better. And after your next exhale, softly returning to the gentle rhythm of your breath. Bring your hands to heart center. One soft inhale, followed by one soft exhale. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. Wherever you're in the world, have a great morning, amazing afternoon, or an awesome evening. I will see you soon on the mat.